Today, we're going to dive deep into something that affects so many of us: the powerful and often underestimated link between our anger and our blood pressure. And we're not just going to look at the problem, we're going to explore a really profound meditative solution that gets right to the heart of the matter. So, let's get into it. We've all heard someone say, calm down, your blood pressure will go through the roof. But is that just something people say, an old wives' tale? Or is there some real, hard science behind that warning? Well, that is exactly what we are going to unpack today.
To really get the answer, we first have to look inside. So this first part is all about the incredible mechanics of our own bodies, what's actually happening on a physical level when we feel stressed out or angry.
Okay, to make this super simple, let's imagine your body is this incredibly complex network of pipelines. Now, the main characters in our story today are your arteries. I want you to think of them like these flexible, super important highways. Your heart, that's the main pumping station, and these artery highways, they carry essential, life-giving blood to every single corner of your body. So you can see why keeping these highways clear and healthy is, well, it's absolutely crucial. Now, this slide right here tells the whole story. Look at the left side. When you're feeling calm and relaxed, your arteries are wide open, nice and flexible. Blood just flows through smoothly, kind of like traffic on a wide open freeway. But then, look to the right. The second you feel that flash of anger or stress, your body releases hormones like adrenaline, and they literally squeeze your arteries. They constrict them. And what happens when you squeeze a hose? The pressure inside just skyrockets. And that, right there, that is the essence of high blood pressure. And this is brilliant because it shows this isn't just some abstract concept in a textbook. It's a real physical feeling. I mean, I'm sure many of us have felt this, right? That tension in your head when you get really mad, almost like something inside is being pulled tight. That feeling is your arteries constricting under all that pressure. So here's the really crucial point. What happens when that stress isn't just a temporary thing, but it sticks around all the time? Well, your body, it gets used to being in this high alert fight or flight mode. Your subconscious mind basically starts to think that this constant tension is the new normal. And just like a muscle that you keep clenched for so long it forgets how to relax, your arteries actually learn to stay constricted. And that's how a temporary reaction snowballs into a chronic condition like high blood pressure. But what if we could actually hit the reset button on that subconscious programming? Well, that brings us to our next section, a really powerful spiritual practice designed to do exactly that. It's known as Norka Dhyan, which translates to the meditation of light. This meditation is beautifully simple and it unfolds in 5 clear stages. We're going to walk right through them. It all begins with preparation. Then you move into visualization and feeling the sensation. Then you guide that feeling. And finally, you return to your center. Let's start. All right, so for the first couple of steps, you just find a quiet spot, get comfortable, and take a few nice, deep breaths to settle in. Then you start the visualization. Just imagine a divine, cool, and healing light, like a soft, gentle glow, entering your body right from the very top of your head. Now, its first stop is the place where we hold so much of our stress, our mind. Just picture this light flowing into your brain, cooling down every anxious thought, soothing every nerve, and just melting away that tight feeling we were talking about earlier. From your head, this light just gently flows down into your neck and then washes over your shoulders. Imagine it dissolving that heavy burden that so many of us carry around in that exact spot, just letting it all go. And now, the light reaches the very center of your system, your heart. And from here, it expands. It spreads out like a gentle wave, flowing through those very same arteries we saw before. Feel it traveling all the way down your arms to your fingertips, and down your legs to the tips of your toes, filling every single one of those pipelines with its cool, peaceful energy. And for the final step, you just gently guide all of that light, all of that wonderful peace, and bring it back to rest in your heart. You're basically gathering and centering this new, profound sense of calm, creating this deep feeling of balance and harmony that fills your entire being. And this is so important to remember. This is not just some make-believe exercise. As the source material really emphasizes, when you practice this, you can actually feel a physical sensation of coolness spreading through your body. It is the literal, tangible opposite of that burning heat you feel from anger and stress. So what happens when doing this isn't just a one-time thing, but it becomes a regular part of your routine? Well, that takes us to our final section, how this simple meditation can truly lead to a whole new way of life. The lasting changes are just profound. First, your blood pressure gets under control because you're actively retraining your arteries how to relax again. Anger naturally starts to fade because you're filling your mind with peace instead. The body's deep ingrained habit of holding on to tension is finally broken. And maybe the most beautiful change of all is that a sweetness, as the source puts it, starts to develop in your whole personality, a true reflection of your newfound inner calm. And that really brings us to our final thought. This practice is about so much more than just managing a number on a blood pressure cuff. It's about opening up the possibility of a life that's filled with a kind of sweetness and joy you might have never even known was possible. So the real question isn't just how do we lower our blood pressure, but how do we live a life that is fundamentally more calm, more joyful, and more harmonious?